It is very important to any medical graduate to understand the medical terminology in order to read medicine well. Hi everyone, welcome to A to Z Medicatrix. In this video, we are going to learn medical terminology. So first let's understand what is medical terminology. Medical terminology is nothing but a medical language which describing human body, including its organs, different parts, component, processes, conditions, procedures performed upon it. So generally, medical terminology or a medical terms is created with the prefix, root and suffix. So these are taken from Latin and ancient Greek. We see what are they. Let's understand what is prefix. Prefix is nothing but a beginning starting of the root, means it comes before the root word and it indicates location, time, number, color, status, word root. Then what is root? Root means nothing but a subject or a middle part of a word which is related to any part of the body, like related to organ, tissue or a condition. Then suffix. Suffix comes at the end of the root word and which indicates any condition, disease process or a procedure. So any medical terms comes in a two forms. Either it is having root word plus suffix or it has prefix plus root word plus suffix. Sometimes medical terms or root words comes in a combining form. Let's take an example, otorhinolaryngology. So in this you can see there are different root words are in a combining form. First oto. Oto means it is related to ear, then rhino related to nose, then laryngo related to larynx. Then at the end it is ology. It is nothing but a suffix which means the study of, right? So in this word if you observe there is no prefix, only suffix. Let's take some examples of a prefix. Generally, prefix indicates size and amount or numerical or a speed or location or a movements or a color of the particular root word or a subject. So here we understand prefix related to size and amount. There are few things. Have you heard any time macro? Macro means it is large, visible to naked eye. So let's take example macrophages. Macrophages are nothing but white blood cells. They are large in size. What they do generally is they surround and kill the microorganisms. Next, another word, micro. Micro means small. It is not visible to naked eye. Means we can see through only microscope. So microorganisms, let's take example microorganisms. Microorganisms seen only through microscope. Example bacteria, protozoa, algae, fungi. These are the things we see through microscope. Then next example, next word is megalo. Megalo means large, means larger than the average. Let's take example megaloblastic anemia. So in this type of anemia, red blood cells are very larger in size. So if you see, these prefixes are giving the meaning of a root. Then hyper. Hyper means high or above normal or elevated. Let's take example hyperthyroidism. So in this condition, thyroid gland will be having overaction, and in this high levels of thyroxine will be there. Next, hypothyroidism. So this indicates prefix hypo, which means low or below normal or decreased. Hypothyroidism, it is an underactive thyroid. In this there will not be sufficient thyroxine. Then U means normal or normo. Example euthyroid. In this, normal thyroid gland function will be there and the levels will be normal. Next, prefix A or an, which means absent or lacking. Amenorrhea is the absence of menstrual period in a woman of a reproductive age. So amenorrhea can be physiological or pathological. Just I have given just example to say there is an absence of menses. Next, prefix related to numerical. Mono. Mono means single or a singular. Here let's take example monocytes. In this, these are the large phagocytic white blood cells which is having only single oval nucleus inside. Then di. Di means two or double, as we know. Let's take example diploid. So this is a nucleus chromosome condition. In this, only two sets of chromosomes will be there. One is from father, one is from mother. Then tri. Tri means three or a triple. Trimester. We know the simple example trimester. Trimester means it is a period of 3 months. Generally, we use this word for a pregnant woman. We divide total pregnancy duration into three parts. First trimester, second trimester, and third trimester. Here, trimester indicates period of 3 months. Next prefix is quad. Quad means or four or quadruple. Here let's take example quadriceps femoris. Quadriceps femoris is a hip flexor and knee extensor. It consists of four individual muscles. What are they? Three vastus muscles and one rectus femoris muscle. Clear? Right. The next, poly or oligo. What is the meaning of poly? Poly means many, a lot. Let's take example polymenorrhea. So in this menstruation, generally what happens, the menstruation will be shorter than the normal cycle. Means it will be less than 21 days of cycle. Means frequency of periods are more. That's why it is a polymenorrhea. Next, oligo means few or less or very little. Let's take same example, oligomenorrhea. So in this, menstruation will be infrequent or a scanty menstruation. That means the menstrual cycle will be more than 35 days. On an average in a year, hardly female will be having 4 or 9 periods in this particular condition. So next, prefix related to speed. So let's take a simple examples of a tachy and a brady. Tachy means rapid. Example, tachycardia. Tachycardia means heart rate will be faster than the normal. Then brady or a brachy. In this, let's take example, bradycardia. So heart rate will be slower than the normal. Then prefix related to location. So here you can see epi, peri and circum, which means around. Example, pericardium. Pericardium means the layer around the heart. Then endo or intra, which means inside or inner or interior. Let's take example endometrium. In this, the inner layer of uterus we call endometrium. Then the next prefix is exo or extra, which means out or outside or exterior. Example, exoderm. Exoderm is nothing but an outer germ layer of a developing embryo. Next, we see inter. Inter means in between. So let's take example, intercostal muscles, which means intercostal muscles are in between the ribs, move the rib cage up and out. Then trans. Trans means across. Let's take example, transmembrane. Transmembrane means existing or occurring across a cell membrane. That's why it is called transmembrane. The next, para. Para means nearby. Let's take example, parathyroid glands. The name itself suggesting these are the glands which is adjacent to thyroid gland. The next one, juxta. Juxta means next to, besides or adjacent, which means let's take example juxtaspinal or juxtavesicular. Juxtaspinal means near the spinal cord. Juxtavesicular means near bladder. Next, prefix related to movements. First, ab. Ab means away. Example, abduction. In this movement, the limbs will be moving away from the midline of the body. The next, adduction, which is opposite to abduction. That means movement of the limb towards the median plane of the body. Then dis. Dis means to separate. It is like let's take example, dislocation. Any bones which are forced to move from their original position, that is dislocation. Then prefix related to color. Let's see what are they. First, chromo or chromato. Generally, chromo indicates color. Let's take example, normochromic means in normal color, whatever the color it is. The next one is leuco. Leuco is related to white color. Here, example, leukocytes. Next, erythro, red. Example, erythrocytes. Cyano means blue. Example, cyanosis. Melano means black. Example, melanocytes, which are black. Flav means yellow. Ligamentum flavum, it is nothing but yellow ligament. Then by this prefixes are over, general normal prefixes which we use while using the medical terminology. The next one is suffixes. Suffix is nothing but which comes in the end of the root word, which indicates any procedure or a condition or a disorder or a diseases. So let's take some example. Whenever you see the words which are ending with AC, IC, AL, OS, TIC, these are related to pertaining to that particular root word. Let's take example. Lymphatic, here you see IC, abdominal you see AL, celiac you see AC. Like this, for example, lymphatic. In this, it is related to lymph or lymph nodes. Next, any suffixes ends with the ENT or ER, IST, OLO, GIST, ologist. It is related to person or agent. Let's take example, gynecologist. So, ending you can see ologist. Next, suffix ends as a ectomy, which means excision or a removal. Example, tonsillectomy, removal of tonsils. Plasty. Plasty means surgical repair. Example, rhinoplasty means surgical repair of the nose. Next, ology. Ology is nothing but study of, process of study. Example, oncology. Next, oma. Oma means tumor. Example, carcinoma. Next, pati, diseases or disease process. Example, angiopathy related to diseases of blood vessels. Scopy means a process of visual examination. Example, endoscopy. So, in this video, we have finished all the prefixes generally we use and some suffixes we use. So, in the next videos, we discuss about root words or subjects. Thank you everyone. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.